23. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
1st and goal at the 1. Walker. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Seattle. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Atwell now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On first down, Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there. Intended target was Cam Akers, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 6. A give up the middle to Akers. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two yards to go, second down. They'll go again here with Akers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Akers is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Smith now on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Geno. And his throw is incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This complete to Lockett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
touchdown, Rams! Anthony Schwartz from 6 yards away. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake it. Now Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That is caught. A solid touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Atwell now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Going right back to Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
63.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. Had a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right, because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
The score, Seahawks 42, Rams 17. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Hurts. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ndamukong Suh collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Hurts throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the handoff, it's Akers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 153 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one good for 37 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that's been a long time coming as they finally win one after 9 straight losses. So that'll do it for us.